Hi, I'm Roger Daniel, president and founder of DMG, and we're at Bisnow's Suburban Sprawl event, and I'm here with Andrew Juiris of Double Eagle Development. I want to ask him a few questions about his experience as a developer locally and just kick it around a little bit. I wanted to get your take in general about sort of the Midwest as a region for development. What kind of opportunities are you seeing? Maybe give us a little bit of context and insight there.
Yeah, so we're a Midwest-focused multifamily developer, so we look at kind of across the markets, and when we look at opportunities in today's environment for development, we're looking at where the rent levels can be high enough to make a development pencil, right? So looking at demographics and where rents are, but importantly, making sure we can find something that the construction costs are at a level that can achieve a sustainable development. So when I think about cost, the suburbs are helpful because you tend to have more land, more space, and you can avoid a concrete tower, right? Even being able to avoid a concrete parking garage at all, that equation of finding those costs in a higher rent level is kind of what we're looking for. So suburbs of Chicago are a great example, especially North Shore, some of the western burbs in DuPage County, and then kind of select other markets, Indianapolis, Kansas City, St. Louis, even Des Moines, Iowa, which is seeing some population growth, are all areas we're focused on.
In Chicago specifically, how do you compare it to some of these other suburban environments? Mm-hmm. If you could focus on kind of the dynamic here, maybe city versus suburb, give us a little bit of insight there specifically.
Yeah, I think Chicago, it's really the mecca of the Midwest when you think about incomes. Employment drivers, the dynamics of Chicago are great in that you have oftentimes, all the Big Ten school graduates, this is where you go after college to get that first job. So it's got kind of that, dynamic where you have a lot of renter household formation, right? So you start to think about, okay, a lot of those, the younger professionals relocating here, they're going to probably want to be in that urban setting. So where are those locations that they want to be? But then you start to also think about, as you evolve in your career or in your life, sometimes the suburbs is the best next option and next step, especially in this hybrid work environment. People want more space. So you start to think about what specific municipalities, what suburbs have, amenities that those people that are transitioning from the urban setting to the suburban setting are really wanting to see. And then also what, if you're pre or post owning a home, what are you most focused on in that point in your life as well?
And what would you say in terms of your development sets you apart from an amenities perspective? Is there kind of an angle you take that you think is kind of a specific value driver in the things you're doing?
I think we always have to focus on making sure you got the staples, right? So the gym is the right size and the right quality, the pool, if you can make it work with whatever scale of development you're working on, all the operational features, package room, technology are all there. And then focus on the customer, right? So, right now there's a big push for making sure there's co-working space, work from home, corners in your unit, things like that. And then health and wellness is, I think, really kind of the differentiator that you're hearing a lot about. So with, younger millennials, Gen Z, that's a lot of the focus. What can you do that's cost effective, that really shows you're checking that box and you're making this a place that's focused on that, and that can be anywhere from a plunge pool or a sauna, or even services that you could provide in the building, and just kind of thinking how your tour is different from that tour next door for someone that has that kind of mindset.
Got it. Well, appreciate the time. Best of luck this year, and thanks for joining me on the panel and here after the panel.
Thanks, Roger.